Hello, good evening and welcome to this day that the Lord has made, this being the 24th of September 2024. I'm very grateful. I trust you all had a very beautiful day out there. You've tried to put something on the table. So allow me to begin this particular bulletin with a story from the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has raised sharp concerns over unprecedented speed at which the proposal by India's Adani Group to take over operations at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport was processed. During an appearance before the Public Data and Privatization Committee, Mbadi questioned why the proposal, which was submitted on March 1st, received immediate clearance from Kenya Airports Authority the very same day. This rapid turnaround has fueled suspicions of behind-the-scenes dealings.
You know, Adani submitted their proposal in March. I guess March 1st. Yes. Then KAA cleared it on 1st. And it went to the Line State Department of Transport on 1st. That, to me, is a serious high-level efficiency. Payment
was done on 8th?
Of the guys who cannot make profit. Actually, payment on 8th may not be a problem, because actually they should even submit that payment with the proposal. But that speed was too fast. I think that could be left for KAA and the line ministry, because I also engaged my team and asked, hey, this speed looked very fast. But again, you know, you can't use that unless you have any evidence to fault a government, because then what would you be telling government departments?
I think, Waziri, that one we will get KA to answer.
Please,
since you've also asked, so I think we will ask KA to come in.
Yeah, you can also
tell. That's how efficient they are. They should not be making losses, and our airport should be running
they
very
should
well,
be making a huge profit. Yes. And you can tell them that even the CS for Finance was wondering how fast.
Still on that story, the Senate's inquiries into the controversial Adani Jomo Kenyatta International Airport takeover deal descended into disorder on Monday 23rd as senators traded sharp remarks. Contention began when Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka presented new evidence that Adani Group was not the only company to have written to the Kenya Airports Authority expressing interest in the JKIA. Onyonka claimed that 2 of the 3 interested companies were reportedly overlooked, with only Adani being considered.
Did you receive a letter through you, Chair, from any other company other than Adani requesting to do this project?
The answer is no, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to table, I have 3 letters which were written by 2 different companies. Adani was the 3rd one.
First letter, I'm just giving...
CS is wasting our time.
You are equally also maybe wasting my time.
There's nothing we are discussing, John.
Please, let's respect each other.
Allow the CS to
If you ask me a question, I've come here, this is a matter of national importance, for heaven's sake. Let us be
the reason why I am reacting to you the way I am is because you've not even seen the letter.
I have not come here.
And you're busy responding. Stop gatekeeping.
I've come here.
These things you can't gatekeep anymore.
Stop
gatekeeping.
And please,
we must deal with this issue nationally. It's a national important issue.
Supply information. Wait for the information. If you don't need it, Kenyans need it.
Proceed.
Order, Senator Onyonka.
Kenyans need the information. And I'm giving to you.
Chair, Honorable CS, now you are heckling. You are out of order.
You are equally heckling me.
This is the tradition of ODM to heckle.
You are out of order.
Chair, you can...
If the CS is tired of answering questions by the representatives of the people, let him tell us. Let him tell us. He can walk out and come back on a day that he feels his temperament is something that is befitting of a cabinet secretary of the Republic of Kenya. This is Parliament. We are not here to be nice to each other. You are saying you are giving answers to the public. Those public don't ask you those questions anymore. They ask us. We are the ones elected by the public. So, Honorable Chair, I think the CS must apologize for throwing a tantrum here. Yet we are here on serious business to be able to find answers to the questions of the public.
Sir, what is our brother? What has just happened to you? What are you saying? That they don't have to do that? That is exactly the crux of the matter of Adani. That is it, Bro John. If you don't see it, then we're wasting our time here.
So I'm also reporting to you, Honorable Nyonga. You can have your opinion. My opinion is this. I'm under oath. And I'm stating as follows. The evaluation committee did check the World Bank
sites and confirmed that that is the case.
This committee to get video and viral clips so that you can supply them all over. What I'm trying to say, no. Chairman,
we elected you to be our chair.
we want videos. That's what you do.
Isn't that what you do? That's what you do when you're fighting Wamatangi.
I'm telling you.
We are not like you.
Senator
It's a national matter. What agreed to be removed
from that chair. Chair, you know it's impeachment season. Please don't joke around with us.
It doesn't matter. I will stick within the standing orders. I will stick within the standing orders. Let's have Senator Mtata.
Chair, you know it's impeachment season. Please don't joke around with us.
It doesn't matter. I will stick within the standing orders. I will stick within the standing orders.
That was quite a show in the Senate yesterday. President William Ruto on Monday held high-level talks with the president of the Ford Foundation, Darren Walker, in New York. 2 months after Kenyan government accused the organization of sponsoring youth-led anti-government protests. The protests, which began on June 18th with calls for the rejection of the Finance Bill 2024-2025, later morphed into calls for the resignation of President William Ruto. Ruto blamed the protest, which was largely youth-led interference from foreign forces. However, following Ruto's meeting the Ford's Foundation, he appeared to change the tune, praising the organization for pushing democratic governance and supporting Kenya's initiative for global economic reforms and climate action.
We have no use for anarchy and violence and destruction of property and loss of life. Wale ambao wanasponsor hiyo violence, sisi tunawajua. And I want to call out those who are behind the anarchy in Kenya, those who are behind the sponsoring the chaos in the Republic of Kenya. Shame on them, because they are sponsoring violence against our democratic nation. Mimi nataka niulize watu wa Ford Foundation, watuambie hiyo pesa wanatoa ifanye fujo ndio wapate faida gani? We are going to call them out and we are going to tell them, if they are not interested in democracy in Kenya, if they are going to sponsor violence, if they are going to sponsor anarchy, we are going to call them out and we are going to tell them they either style up or they leave.
With that story, Kweli, what an about turn. Kilifi-based Pastor Ezekiel Odero has suffered a setback after the Court of Appeal declined to suspend a decision that paved the way for deregistration of his church, New Life Prayer Center. Odero moved to court to appellate the court seeking to suspend High Court Judge Jairus Nga's decision in which he was challenging the Registrar of Societies' move to cancel the church's operating license. He sought to have this decision suspended pending a hearing and determination of an intended appeal. But Court of Appeal Judges Daniel Musinga, Kadurima Minoti and Mwaniki Gashoke dismissed the application, saying Odero and other church officials had not exhausted other dispute resolution mechanism provided by the law before resorting to the courts. And the Kenya International Convention Center, KICC, will not be up for sale after the High Court declared the entire Privatization Act unconstitutional. Justice Chacha Mwita said the act cannot be allowed to operate as no meaningful public participation took place before its enactment. Mwita agreed submission by the Orange Democratic Party, ODM, that filed the case in court, saying the public was not allowed to give its views regarding the act, which made it easier to sell state enterprises to private companies. Other assets handed a lifeline, Kenya Pipeline Company, the Kenya Literature Bureau, and the Kenya Seeds Company, among others. Switching gears and into Kericho County, the notice of motion seeking to removal of Kericho County Governor Eric Mutai has been officially submitted to Kericho County Assembly. The motion was tabled by Sigowet Ward Representative Kiprotich Rogoni. Rogoni cited 4 reasons. 1, gross violation of constitution, significant violation of various national and county laws, abuse of office and extreme misconduct. In presenting the motion, Rogoni stated that the governor's action and behavior have brought shame, mockery and a bad reputation of the office of the governor, the assembly and the people of Kericho.
Number H, Mr. Speaker, the acts of the governor enumerated above have collectively brought dishonor and disrepute into the office of the governor. Further, on 15th of August 2023, while addressing a press to counter the findings of the Adani Committee of the County Assembly on Londiani accident, the governor spitefully referred to the members of the said Adani Committee. That committee was led by the Honorable Moses Rotich of Tendeno. He referred to the committee as the funeral committee, and he repeated the same words just to emphasize that indeed he did not even respect this house, Mr. Speaker. Number C, the governor has been operating with impunity as though he is above the law. On the second day of being sworn into office, the governor led a mob to invade a private land owned by one Mr. Josea Kiblangat-Kogo within Kericho town and tore down the fence. Remember, this is the second day after swearing in, Mr. Speaker. The governor has since designated the subject land as an illegal dump site operated by the county government without the consent of the registered proprietor, the National Environment Management Authority, that is NEMA approval, gazettement by the county designating the parcel as a dump site, and in total disregard of a court order issued by Environment and Lands Court in Kericho in ELC petition number E001 of 2022. That is Josea Kiblangat-Kogo versus County Government of Kericho. The governor has also obstructed the enforcement of the orders by the police administration. The actions are illegal, contemptuous to the authority and the dignity of the court and the rule of law, unethical and demeaning the office of the governor, the office a governor holds. Further, as a result of the illegal actions of the governor, the county was condemned to pay the costs. This is wrong, Mr. Speaker.
A family in Kiangu village in Makueni sub-county is seeking justice after their relative was allegedly injured while being stabbed with a knife by a police officer from Matiliku police station. Reports indicate that the man, named Mwendo Muteti, a border operator, was arrested following an altercation with the officer at a bar in Matiliku town. The officer is said to have gone to his home, retrieved a knife and used it to shave and injure him before other border operators intervened and took him to Matiliku County Sub-County Hospital.
Yule alininyoa, alinishika nywele hivi, akaninyoa na kisu. Sasa mimi nisikia kisu imeingia ndani, nikamwambia mbona umenikata? Yeye kuangalia akaona ni damu inamwangika. Sasa akaniacha, akaanza kuniambia niende hospitalini. Mimi nikakataa kwenda hospitalini.
He was bleeding when he came to us. Our team was able to manage that situation and we were able to clean the wound and arrest the bleeding. And early in the morning, the patient was discharged from the facility well and in a stable condition.
Askari lazima wajibike. Na mwenye ambaye amefanya hiyo kitendo ya kunyoa kijana na kumkata na kisu na pia akampiga Samuel, alimchapa sana mpaka akafuja damu kila pahali. Mimi nasema huyo askari lazima hatua ichukuliwe.
People out here are very heartless. How do you do that to someone? Preparation for this year's Kenya Tourism Week and the UN World Tourism Day in Mombasa County have begun. The event will be a full-day celebration featuring marine sports and entertainment, cultural exhibition, golf and tuk-tuk competition scheduled for 26th to 29th of 2024. Mudhoni Caroline, our reporter, has filed the following report.
Mombasa County, the top tourist destination in Kenya, will be hosting the year's Kenya and United Nations World Tourism Day. Speaking during the inspection of the iconic Mama Ngina waterfront, where all the celebrations will be taking place, Mombasa County Executive Committee Mr. Mohamed Osman said that these events are geared towards promoting tourism in the county. He also noted that the celebrations are meant to celebrate the heritage and the regain of the glory of Mombasa.
Tunataka kuleta wazishano, watu wakue pamoja. Vipi tourism in affect culture, vipi tourism in affect siasa zetu, ndio sababu kubwa ambayo inashiriki dunia mzima. Na kama Mombasa County, kama department ya tourism, tumeonea kwamba hii mambo ya tourism kuregesha Mombasa katika enzi zake zamani. Tumeform the first in Kenya, Mombasa Tourism Council, ikaongozwa na chairman wetu na members hapa, ya kuhakikisha hii dau la tourism ni washikadau wenyewe wanalisukuma. Kama county sisi ni kuhakikisha kwamba there is a conducive environment ya kwamba turegeshe Mombasa ile hadhi yake ambayo ilikuwa zamani. Na sherehe ya hii mwaka ambao tutaianzia kuanzia Alhamisi, tutaianzia na Jomo Kenyatta Airport. Wakumbuka kwamba 8% ya tourism ambao wanakuja ndio wanaland hapa Jomo Kenyatta. 65% wanaland Jomo Kenyatta. And that is why ukiangalia governor wetu ni kwanza kubwa ambao amepigania ni kwamba open sky. Amepigania open sky because mandege nyingi sana haziland hapa Kenya. And that is why out of 1.9 million tourists to receive 2023, only 8% ndo waliweza kufika Mombasa. Ndio sababu tumesema sasa hivi tutashika washikadau, tutashika stakeholders kuhakikisha kama tumeregesha Mombasa katika hadhi yake.
Mombasa County Council Chairman Dr. Sam Ikwaye, who is also a director of the Kenya Association of Hotel Keepers and Catering, said that the 4 days event preparations are on top higher this year through food bazaars and cultural exhibitions, together with the new launching of Tuk Tuk Lari that will be happening for the very first time.
Tumeweza kuweka mikakati ya kuweza kuadhimisha siku hii ya utalii duniani, na tuna mambo mengi ambayo yameweza kupangwa, ikiwemo sherehe ya mankuli na chakula za kitamaduni ambayo itafanyika hapa Mama Ngina waterfront. Lakini la muhimu sana ni shughuli na product mpya ambayo tunaianzisha Mombasa mwaka huu, ambayo ni Tuk Tuk Rally ama mashindano ya Tuk Tuk. Kwa nini tumefikiria kuleta shindano hili ama zoezi hili hapa Mombasa? Ni kwamba kama Mombasa Tourism Council, likiwa shirika ambalo limeweza kuanzishwa mwaka huu kuweza kuleta wadau katika sekta ya utalii, kuweza kufanya kazi pamoja na serikali gatuzi ya Mombasa, ni kwamba tunajaribu kuangalia ni vipi tunaweza kuleta tena hadhi na sherehe na masuala ambayo yalikuwa kivutio kikubwa. Ikumbuke kwamba Mombasa imekuwa kivutio cha utalii kwa miaka mingi na muda mrefu, na hasa katika pwani nzima. Na sasa katika siku za hivi karibuni kuna maendeleo mengi ambayo yameweza kufanyika. Kwa mfano, kufunguliwa kwa Dongo Kundu na upanuzi wa barabara kuelekea Malindi. Inamaanisha kwamba mji wa Mombasa lazima uweze kufikiria njia zingine ya kuweza kuvutia watalii. Kwa hivyo Tuk Tuk Rally ni moja ya mikakati ambayo tumeweka, na tumeweza kupanga kwamba kila mwezi kutakuwa na shughuli ambazo tutakuwa tunafanya ambazo zitakuwa zinauzwa kama products.
The Mombasa Tourism Council has also created departments to partner with them in the execution of these noble causes. They have also passed their gratitudes to all the organizations, including the sports tourism, for lending help in the organizing of this event.
Siku ya kwanza tutaenda pale Moi International Airport kulaki watalii ambao wanakuja. Kuna vitu ambavyo tutawapatia, kuna wachezaji pia watakuwa pale, na lengo kuu ya kwenda pale na kuwapatia hizi vitu ni kuwa wanaposafiri wakienda kila mahali, Mombasa County itakuwa pamoja na wao. Tunajua vizuri sana Mombasa County is a tourist destination, lakini tumepata changamoto hapa na pale. Mojawapo COVID ilikuja ikatupiga sana kama county government ya Mombasa, na wakati huo pia kuna watu takriban 10,000 walipoteza ajira. So tunajaribu kufufua hii sekta ya utalii ili watu wapate ajira, county pia ipate faida zake kifedha, na pia tuzingatie uchumi. Watu wapate pesa, swa wale wanafanya biashara ndogo ndogo na biashara za mahoteli. Siku ya pili tuko na carnival, itatoka pale Mapembeni mpaka Treasury Square, na katika hilo carnival tuta showcase vitu mbalimbali ambazo zinafanyika katika sekta ya utalii.
As part of the celebration of the UN World Tourism Week, Kenyans will enjoy free access to all game parks and reserves on Saturday, September 28, 2024, according to the Tourism Cabinet Secretary Rebecca Miano. Caroline Muthoni reporting for EBN News.
Well, that was a nice story being featured by our very own reporter, Caroline Muthoni. And we shift gears. The United Kingdom, through its embassy in the country, in collaboration with Busia County Government, has today launched a new system to assist farmers in the county in accessing services more easily to enhance agriculture. The UK government has provided a whole 139 million to improve agriculture through this digital system in Busia and Mandera County. Governor Paul Otoma urged farmers to embrace the system to increase food production in Busia County.
Young people, women, senior citizens, and people with disabilities. The project will provide foundational digital literacy skills to farmers and other citizens to enable them to use digital tools and platforms to access relevant content and services.
It will also give us market information, crop management advice, and many more. We can now no longer do agriculture the way our ancestors did it. We must be able, from the word go, to know what are our inputs and what is our output.
Happy to have partnership so that we can get better solutions to better agriculture, to make agriculture better.
This platform is here for you, and you are the ones who will guide the elders on the ground to make sure that everything works according to the platform.
And a long-standing leadership dispute of 5 years at the Pentecostal Assembly of God, the PAG Church, is expected to end after a tug of war among church leaders. The resolution to end the existing tension is heading towards a point where preachers have agreed to set an election day to choose leaders for various positions within the church.
Tunafanya kazi kama kanisa moja, na uamuzi ambao umechukuliwa ni kwa sababu ya kanisa lote la PAG Kenya. Na sasa tuna amani, hakuna migawanyiko. Tunaendelea kuomba Mungu atupe mwelekeo, na tarehe 1 tupige kura kwa uwanja huu wa PAG Kenya Nyang'ori.
Tumekuwa na changamoto kwa kanisa hili, na jinsi Biblia inasema katika Mithali 18:18, kura ndio humaliza mizozo. Tunasadiki kura ikifanywa kanisa hili mizozo zitakwisha.
It is very clear the convener of the business conference is the general superintendent. If for any reason he is not able to convene, then Article 15.2.2 empowers the council to authorize me to convene the meeting.
And the strike led by the University Academic Staff Union and the Kenya University Staff Union has entered its first week today. Lecturers from Masai Mara University held a demonstration today to press the government to fulfill the terms of the 2021-2025 collective bargain agreement. The lecturers have vowed to paralyze academic activities in universities across the country until their demands, including salary increments and improved health insurance, are met.
Procession to pass a message to the government in regards to the 2021-2025 styled CBA. As you are aware, the government walked out of the negotiations of this CBA, and we have been having and showing interest of continuing with these negotiations at national level.
Are saying that we cannot be discriminated as workers. We have also been affected by inflation. We are affected by this economy. And we are saying we need to be cushioned like any other worker. All other public servants have received some increment to cushion them. University workers have been omitted. They have been neglected.
Residents of Mumias East constituency protested the court's decision to nullify the CDF, claiming it violated the constitution. Speaking to the media, residents say they have benefited from the fund, citing its contribution to road constructions, improved school and infrastructure, and education bursaries, among others. Last Friday, the High Court nullified the CDF and gave MPs 2 years to complete some of the ongoing projects in their constituencies, with the fund set to cease operation come June 2026.
Mumias East CDF imeleta KMTC. Mumias East hapa CDF imeleta Wanga Technical. Hapa Mumias East CDF, kupitia kwa CDF kuna madarasa zinawekwa darazo. Hapa Mumias East tuko na vitu mingi ambayo CDF inafanya. Kama sisi bodaboda tunapata driving licenses kupitia CDF. Kama sisi bodaboda watoto wetu wanasomea basari kutoka pale CDF. Mimi nashangaa kama koti inaweza simama kitete, ninasema kwamba CDF itolewe, tunarudi kwa yale maisha ya pale nyuma.
Wangaanza na county kwa sababu county ilikuja nyuma. CDF ilikuwa ya kwanza. CDF huwa inasaidia mwananchi wa chini kwa sababu CDF kama sisi watu wakaaji wa Mumias East, CDF ni mahali ama hiyo visi ni mahali pa mbunge wetu ama ni nyumba yetu ya wananchi kufika mahali pale kuenda kufanya hapo maistaki yetu, malalamishi yetu, kupata pasari, watoto wetu kusoma, kujenga manyumba.
CDF imekuwa ile ya kusaidia wananchi wa chini. Ukiona hawa kina mama ambao hawana uwezo, CDF ilikuwa inachukua hatua kusaidia kina mama kupeleka watoto shuleni. Kama ni shule kujengwa ni nini? CDF. Kama ni watoto kwa kupata basari nini? CDF. Kama ni Wanga kujengwa ni nini? CDF. Kama ni KMTC kujengwa ni nini? CDF.
CDF actually imetusaidia sana. Wengi wetu tumekaa nyumbani, hatuna hata venye tunaanza kwenda shule. Yes. Lakini kupitia MP wetu kupitia CDF imetusaidia sana. Kama mimi nimemaliza shule long time ago, lakini juu sikuwa na njia ya kupata school fees. Kupitia hii CDF actually imenisaidia sana. Lakini CDF isitolewe jamani.
Meanwhile, Suna West MP Peter Masara rejected the court ruling which declared the CDF unconstitutional. Speaking at an education stakeholders meeting in a hotel in Migori town, the MP said the CDF was established to benefit the people of Kenya. He added that the fund has helped ensure students join universities and has supported the construction of laboratories in schools, among others.
We need to look for a way of ensuring that we retain NGCDF fund to constituencies. Many schools in Suna West, you are aware because you have been here for some times, there were no labs in schools. We didn't have many girls' secondary schools the way we have now. There are so many primary schools which are in existence courtesy of NGCDF fund. Many students are joining university courtesy of NGCDF bursary. I don't know, between the people and the law, which one is superior? This is a debate for another day. I believe the drafters of 2010 Constitution, they didn't expect what is happening today, that majority of projects visible at the village level are NGCDF funds but not county funds. Not that devolved units are bad, but it is high time we think outside the box on how they can deliver their mandate to the people of Kenya. Moving forward as well, it is important now we revisit or take stock of our 2010 Constitution, the gaps which were there, of which one of them, NGCDF, need to be entrenched in the Constitution.
Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos Gamba today informed the Parliamentary Committee on Education that the task force reviewing the university funding and structure should act quickly to address concern about the registration and categorization of students for different funding groups. This comes after university students in the country went on strike due to confusion surrounding the higher education funding system. Ogamba emphasized the ministry's commitment to making robust reforms to the system in a timely manner.
It is a situation where we have to use the information, and you've brought out a lot of issues here which we appreciate, and that's why we have that committee, so that they can try and see these tests, these variables that we are using, are they producing the intended result? Because it was developed to ensure that the most needful students are not subjected, or they are not placed outside their particular area where then they can get funding from the government. If that is not happening, if we find that a larger number of needy students are being locked out by the model and they are being placed in a different band, then we will deal with it at that point based on the scientific data that will come out.
Well, that marks the end of our bulletin tonight. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has made this particular transmission a success. The man behind the camera, Odipo, the man behind the TX room, that is Mose, Angela Chibalonza, for always putting up the scripts. Thank you thank you a lot. And everyone who's watching us from home, thank you so much. The people I've been with today, God bless. And we're hoping that till next time, till next Tuesday, Ayana, Malin, thank you for always watching and supporting the hustle. Melki, Harun, Baraka, Sharon, Koyo, God bless. Good night.